Alright, so they hit me, want me to do some wrestling content. So I said, okay, no problem. So I want to talk about why the Ultimate Warrior's first title run did not work out at all. So you go back to 1990, the Warrior beats Hulk Hogan and what is considered a passing of the torch. But just like when I was on the cancel yesterday, this was one of the main problems. It really wasn't a passing of the torch. What happened, and they made that mistake even though they tried to clear up, they also sent the camera shot of Hulk Hogan leaving. That was still one of the remaining minders that Hulk was still the guy. And little stuff like that plays a role. Because now you're taking the focus off your champion in a way. But it felt as though Hogan was still the focus. It wasn't really a passing of the torch. Hogan was just taking a break. It felt like a passing of the torch with Andre, because Andre was on his last legs and he was getting older and he was becoming more injury prone. So it felt like a passing of a torch then, but right there it felt like Hulk was just taking a long break. And then you have the Warrior's character, which was a weird contrast compared to Hogan's character in terms of connecting with the WWF fan base at the time. Was he over? Yes. Would people go crazy with his music? Yes. But he was not Hulk Hogan. He could not maintain the pressure of being the top guy. And that is a lot of pressure. You got to work more dates. You got to make nonstop appearances. You got to do interviews nonstop. You got to do so much press. And Warrior just wasn't that type of guy. He was belligerent with a lot of the fans. A lot of people couldn't approach him for autographs like that. I remember watching the biography that he had, where he had to film a PSA apology to a fan he disrespected. Guys like Warrior and guys like Lex, Vince wanted to put them in the Hogan role, but they're not like that. And it's a challenging thing. And another challenge that Warrior had to deal with was the fact that he didn't have no real opponent to draw money with. Rick Rude, he done did that program already. Mr. Perfect, he done faced him already. DiBiase, he done faced him already. Haku, he done faced him already. So all the people that was put in front of him, he had already defeated before. It was no fresh matchups. The Undertaker would have been great, but he was still a rookie. Now, my partner T-Max, he said that Zeus would have been great. That would have drew some money right there, but that was a one-time deal just to probably promote No Holds Barred. So, he did what he can do as champion, but it still felt like Hogan's company. He didn't even main event SummerSlam. That was one of the biggest shows of that year. Hogan main evented SummerSlam against the Earthquake. So, Warrior again, it was just like what Vince does. You feel like you're the champion, but you're not the guy. Whereas if you're the champion, you should be treated as the guy. It's the same example with Savage. Savage had the belt, but Hogan was the guy. Another example. CM Punk had the belt for almost a year, but Cena was the guy. You always felt that he was keeping the belt warm for John Cena. Bret Hart had the belt, but HBK was the guy. So that's what it felt like. And Warrior, unfortunately, he had to deal with that. But he did all right considering what was handed to him. He ended up dropping the belt to Slaughter at the Royal Rumble. But overall, that's just what happened. He didn't have people he could draw money with. He was hard to work with. He was difficult to work with. It's just a lot of pressure maintaining that top spot. And that's why a lot of guys didn't really want it. Everybody wanted to reach for the brass ring, but look at the work that comes with getting that brass ring. CM Punk cut a great promo on Cody about the ways and pressure of being the guy. There's very few people that can do it like that. John Cena did it. Hulk Hogan did it. Cody Rhodes is doing it in this current program. The Rock was doing it. Austin couldn't really do it. I mean, he did it, But he is more so an introvert in a way. He's more so of a modest guy. He don't like being in front of people every single day like that. That's what make guys like them difficult to work with in Vince's eyes. But in this case here, this was the same thing happened with Warrior. But I just wanted to give y'all a little bit of history. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe, hit the like button. Let me know what you guys think. Why do you guys think that the Ultimate Warrior's run didn't work? Let me know how.